You know, wet hair and I still remarkably look good. Maybe I'm glowing because I'm pregnant. Don't assume my gender. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for new videos. Like, I feel like I have an okay neck. Yeah. Hi guys, and welcome to The Original Hugh. I am Hugh. I always seem to turn when I say that as if I'm ashamed. I am not. That is my name. Today, well, it's actually 1 in the morning, so I'm talking much more sedatedly because I don't want to irritate other people the same way I get irritated. Preach what you teach. But I knew I was going to do this video before I went out tonight. So a while ago, I did a video about settling down and how I felt that it had negative connotations and how people might be put off because, you know, I'm very confident in knowing what I want for the future. But just because I know what I want for the future, it's very scary because it's difficult to talk about that with someone else who, you know, I might go on a date with or might be dating. It's like, do I bring this up or don't I? Because it's like, I kind of need them to know where I am at in my life. And I am very confident in knowing that I want a long-term commitment to be like the next thing for me. If I go on a couple dates with someone and it doesn't work out, hey, that's fair enough, it doesn't work out. But I don't want it to end. Like, I don't want to date someone and then a month later, they're like, I don't want a commitment. Then it's like, you know, if I told them how I feel about what I want for my future, and then they've done that and essentially led me on, then it's not fair on me. But then they could also be put off by me being open and honest, which has happened before. And I want to do this video just to give advice from Hugh, advice from moi, as someone who has had many failed relationships. What qualifies me though? I'm a hopeless romantic. No, I'm a hopeful romantic. My advice for anyone who is struggling, you know, with the same sort of ideas, like how honest do you be in a relationship? Because sometimes you do need to tell a white lie. And honestly, white lies in certain situations are fine. But the advice I'd give is actually you do need to be honest, because tonight I had a date. I went on a date, which is kind of why I knew I wanted to do a follow-up video and just film it as soon as I got home. But then I showered because I forgot. I was literally planning to film it as soon as I got in the door because I was wearing a shirt. And for once I looked more refined, shall we say. And I wanted to feedback how it went, because this was my first date since realizing that socially distant date, realizing that I'm confident in what I want for my future in terms of a relationship. And the date was lovely. I didn't bring it up though. I wasn't, because sometimes you don't have to like let everything out. Like, of course, speak to the person. If they ask you a question, you know, be as honest as you can. Obviously you don't want to like reveal everything, all your dark secrets. I don't have any. But yeah, I didn't bring it up. And then I got home and just now we were messaging and they said something and it sort of turned something in my brain that kind of made me feel like I'm having all these thoughts. Should I be honest? And then I just asked them, do you want me to be honest with everything that's going on in my brain right now? Because they could tell I was kind of like, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what it was, okay? Because it's a personal thing, but I decided, yeah, like you have to be honest. Like I've just had one date with this person and it was a lovely date. We both seem to mutually feel like we want to have another date. That is great. So before this progresses, now would be a good time in which to bring out my truth, and not in your face kind of way, like,
I want marriage.
I want a commitment.
I want children. Not like that. Like, I mean, of course you can talk about that sort of in the sense of, you know, you're not trying to say it's going to be them. But I was just like, you know, fuck it. Let's just be honest. I said how I felt. I said that I'm confident in knowing what I want for the future. I'm confident in knowing how I feel about sex, that for me, sex and love are intertwined. And these are scary things to say, especially quite quickly after, you know, one date. But it was good. It was actually pretty good to say it because they feel the same way. Monogamy is good. They feel that they don't need to sort of have multiple partners or sleep around. And you don't have to look at it as being traditional or settling down or any of those kind of like negative connotations with it. There's nothing wrong with just giving love to one person. It's amazing. And if you're someone who wants to be in a throuple, in an open relationship, there is absolutely no judgment. I just know it's not for me. So if I were to date someone who feels that they would prefer an open relationship, then we're just not meant to be, and that's cool. So now I have the comfort of knowing that I can go on to the second date, knowing that we've been open and honest. And I'm using my hands a lot like Gordon Ramsay, and I apologize. But I wanted this video to just be very sedate like my last one and just talk, just have a conversation with you guys. Any advice I could give you as someone, you know, I've had a few relationships. I've been on loads of dates. And I would love to do a video in the future about tips for dating, but maybe make it a bit less sedated than this. This is more like just as you're going to sleep, just have a talk. My advice would be if you go on a date with someone and something comes up and you just feel in your brain that it's right for you to be honest, then be honest. Say how you feel, say how you think. And hey, if you've been having a great date and then at the end of it you end up saying something to them which they are like, oh, you know, I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite ready for a commitment. I just want to sort of date around. And you're not in that place where you just want to date around and you like this person. Don't wait around for them and hope that they'll stop dating other people for you. Don't. They're just not meant for you. Or they're not meant for you now. And that is fine. That is absolutely fine. And so, with that, it's past 1 a.m. Good night, and I'll see you soon. Slightly more pleasurable. Is that all? No. Slightly better looking.